Alright, boys and girls, so today we are going to learn how to be a super trucker. Now, for those of you that do not know or not well versed, whatever the case may be, a super trucker would be that guy that takes trucking too serious and believes that, you know, it's got to be cool all the time, and if it's not cool, he's not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's that type of person, left lane gang type of guy, you know, or girl. It doesn't really matter. It's a super trucker at the end of the day. So without further ado, let's get into step number one. Step number one, you gotta have a standard transmission. You have to have a manual, okay? Now, if you have an automatic, which I don't, because, you know, super trucking, no. If you have an automatic, you could lie about it, or you could, if you wanted to, you could just say, you know, I know how to drive a standard, my company doesn't offer them anymore, you know, that type of a deal. You could still fit into the super trucker category, but it's going to make this situation a whole lot more difficult if you don't drive a standard. Now, step number two to becoming a super trucker is your seat cannot contain any air. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, there we go. Dirt nasty low. Okay, there we go. And you got to make sure to damn near be sitting in the sleeper. Okay, get that seat back as far as you possibly can. You see how much difference that is. You got to get all the way back in there. All right. So that's step number two. All right. Step number three is you're gonna want to eliminate as much window space as you possibly can. Now, granted, you're probably a company driver if you're watching this, more than likely. I mean, maybe not. It doesn't matter. But we'll just go ahead and say that you are, and like myself, company driver. So really, the best that you could possibly do, since your company is not going to let you install a drop visor and chops on the window, is you're basically going to be able to put the sun visors down. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, there we go. Crank both of those things down. Okay, perfect. Now we have eliminated about 25-30% of our outward windshield facing area. I don't really know what you're going to do out there. You know, I haven't thought it through that much. I don't know what to tell you. All right, now step number four, okay, is you cannot wear a hat backwards like this. Okay, you gotta spin that guy around there. Okay, and make sure that thing is dirt nasty low, just like that. That's what you're looking for right there. Well, maybe you can't really see anything. That'll work right there. And also combined in number four, you have to be a smoker. Okay, you have got to be a smoker. Basically, this over time is going to marinate your CB voice, and we'll get to that. It's going to marinate your CB voice, so you got that raspy, deep tone going on over the radio. You know, if you're a vape guy right now, quit that, throw that out the window, and pick yourself up a pack of Cowboy Killers, Marlboro Reds immediately. A couple of packs, you know, just to get yourself into the habit of it, you know what I mean? All right, step number five. You're going to want to get yourself a CB radio. Now, this is just my mic, but you want to get the whole setup, obviously. I mean, you could get away just hanging the, you know, the microphone there if you wanted to or whatever. But really what you're going for is the whole setup. You want to get a CB radio. No matter what you get, though, make sure that you get the most insane antennas you can possibly get. And you have to have two. If you're going to be a super trucker, you have to have two. Just hang them right off your mirrors. Get about a 45-degree angle going on those things. And you know those ones in the truck stop, they got the coils right on the bottom. They're all chromed out, super duper long. Those are the ones that you want to pick up. You know, it doesn't even matter the cost, because at the end of the day, you know, super trucking it's a lifestyle. You just live it. It doesn't really matter, you know, what it costs to you, or if it's actually, you know, something that your CB radio requires or is necessary. That sort of video. Now step number 6, and we're just going to use the one finger now. You can imagine the one finger, okay? Step number 6 is you're going to want to develop your CB voice, okay? Now, it doesn't matter where you're actually from in the United States. Even if you're from out of the States, doesn't matter. You want to develop a down south accent. You want to have the deepest voice possible, and you want it to sound as if someone has been rubbing sandpaper on your throat for like the past, 3-4 hours, something like that. You want to get real dirt nasty low and get that southern drawl going on. Even if you're driving a day cab and you're in Minnesota, you want to get that low voice going on. Now step number 7, we got 5-7. Okay, step number 7 is you want to use your CB radio to talk mad smack on everyone else on the road. It doesn't matter, if they're just making a little mistake. It doesn't matter, anything. It doesn't matter. Just fly off the handle. Oh, Swift, what in the hell are you doing out in the left lane if you can't do 65 mile an hour? Get back in that right lane, boy. I gotta get places. I got places to be. I gotta deliver this load before the morning. I'm gonna run it all night, boy. Man, I tell you what, this new school breed of driver, they don't know a gear shifter from their yin-yang, and they come on out here, get with Swift Transportation for 2 months, and think they know everything there is to know about trucking. I've been out here for 37.5 years, and boy, this industry is going down here real fast. I'm going to sell this damn truck, and I'm going to hang it up. Now, step number 8. We got 5, 8. All right? Step number 8 is... It's bragging. You want to brag real good. Okay, now even if your truck is governed at 65 mile an hour, you want to convince people that there is your truck can go wide out, balls to the walls, 120 miles an hour, no problem. You don't even slow down for cops. You just fly past them. You're going so fast that, they don't even pull up. They just sit there and like, man, that guy's got a place to be. Stuff like that. You want to brag about your pay. You want to brag about how often you're home. You want to brag about how many girls you've got in how many different states. You want to brag about what kind of truck you're driving. Make sure you don't get caught, driving a Volvo when you're talking about your 379 or whatever. Make sure that there's one in range, something like that. Someone could confuse you with a different, nicer looking truck, that sort of a deal. Basically, just talking up your situation to seem like you have the cherry job that everyone wants. You get the coolest loads to the coolest places. You make $3,000 a week, $4,000 a week. You're a company driver. You're home, 6 days out of 7, you don't sleep in the truck, all this stuff. You want to say all kinds of stuff to convince people that your life is way better than theirs, and they should be so jealous of you. Now, step number 9 would be, and this is going to rhyme, I don't know what to tell you. Step number 9 is to whine. This can be to, just any fellow driver, just whine about, what, your company is putting you through, what kind of truck they think they're going to put you in, and, over the CB radio, all this stuff. Complain about the state of the industry, e-logs, how much you're getting paid, you're not getting home, whatever. And I mean, this kind of goes against the whole bragging yourself up and all that stuff, but this is also a piece of that puzzle. I mean, you don't want to do them at the same time in tandem, but at the same time, there has to be an element of whine to, what you do every day. It's got to be like, oh man, I can't believe that they're sending me here, I'm not gonna, make enough money this week, all this stuff. And they think they're doing this, and heck no, you know, DOT thinks they're gonna do that, and that ain't happening, and all that sort of stuff. Anything along those lines, that's super trucking right there. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up. You know, the basics to becoming a super trucker 101 right here. You heard it here first. These are basics, okay? You can develop your own style of super trucking as you go. You know, listen to what's going on, and you know, pay attention to what other drivers are doing, and kind of develop your own style of super trucking. But in my experience, this is the ground floor of super trucking right here. What you really want to shoot for is just, you know, the man, what do you want to call it? Just the macho truck driver that doesn't care about anything else but going fast, banging gears, and making a lot of money, and you know, all this stuff, all kinds of, driving a cool truck, you know, all kinds of stuff like that blends into the super trucker situation that you're looking for. So yeah, that's it. Good luck to you. Don't get caught being a fake super trucker. If you do, you didn't hear it from me. Yeah, good luck to you.